Tom and Delaney. Got a couple boxes back from CGC. A few things I'm going to go over about CGC before we open them up. And I don't think this is necessarily CGC's fault. I do try to use UPS. I've had better luck overall with my packages coming back and not damaged, but this one sure did come back damaged. So we'll see how these turned out. And then the other thing I want to talk about is, go ahead.
Okay.
The other thing I want to talk about is I got both these boxes back on the same day. I do a lot of shipping with CGC. Some orders are smaller because like when I order custom labels, they place those as separate orders, and I understand they want to make their money, but with all the concern about the environment and going green and not wasting, and et cetera, not only could they have saved me money, which is the biggest reason why I'm personally bringing this up is, you okay, Dee?
Yeah. I went to, it dropped and I went to grab it and I was like,
no,
probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea to grab the open razor knife. Okay, but that would also be good customer service because I would be happy that they did that. But regardless of that,
there's really only 2 books in this one box.
There's 2 and 2, and that's it. They both came on the same day. They all could have fit in that box. Good news is though, on these,
hopefully they're not broken.
they don't look like they're broken. We'll get to the grades on them in just a second. But that just, CGC is doing a fairly good job under the pressure. They're doing a good job under the pressure they're under. These are things that they do, and again, like I said, I understand they want to make money. They get an extra $5 an order. They get extra shipping and handling. They
up their prices to $200 a card, so.
Right, yeah. So it's not like they're hurting for sure.
Yeah.
So that's aggravating. But I got to give them credit. Is all the grading companies are swamped, and CGC for right now is the most efficient for me. So I do give them credit for that. Their customer service has been much better in the last 6 months. It does seem like they're getting things under control and they're operating better. So props to you guys there. Let's stop this shit, okay? It's not cool. All right.
Like pre-COVID, what was the time for shipping back?
So during COVID, there was a whole bunch of people got back into their collectibles and started like they had this extra time to start cleaning out their basements and started going in their attics and stuff like that. And they pulled out all their trading cards, all their comics and stuff like that. And it's just caused this huge boom. So it's making them much more busier than they've ever been before. So right now they're averaging, I want to say, they're padding and they're saying 4 to 6 months. I'm getting things back closer to 2 to 4 to 5 months. And recently it's been much better. So big props to you guys there. And and I use CGC, CBCS, AFA, WADA, PSA, Beckett, and I use CGC for cards as well. And CGC, of all those companies, and I've got orders coming from all those guys, they are operating at the fastest. Just my personal experience. So, all right, so I picked up a collection last month.
Yeah. First 2 books we have in the Crush box are both Sandman number 8, and that's it. I've never seen a cover like this come from DC, really. It's like fantasy kind of.
Well, this is also the start of the DC Vertigo, and this is, if you see it on it, it's suggested for mature readers. It's when comics went back to getting more adult starting in the late 80s. But this is also the first appearance of Death. Sandman is supposed to be a upcoming Netflix series. So these books are getting really hot, and I got a full run up to through issue 66. You're going to be seeing a lot of Sandman coming through, and they bought a lot of multiple copies of key books as well. So this book right now is well over 1,000. I'm going to say 12 to 1,500. This book is 5 to 700 right now, and their packaging's gotten better. I like the new smaller boxes. I like the tight box.
It looks. That's what she said. It just looks better and more compact.
Well, I personally, I just also like it just tighter because it's just not moving around. It's not,
Yeah. Oh.
So these are the custom labels.
9.8, or Wolverine number 1 and a 9.8. And yeah, it has that fancy label at the top.
Yeah. And this is the considered first patch. It's the first run of his own monthly series. He did have some limited series before that, and this came out in 1988. I had to check the market because of Hulk 181. we'll go ahead and talk about this one.
Speaking of limited series, we have Wolverine limited series number 1 at an 8.0.
Okay, and it also has the Wolverine label on it as well. Okay, so since Hulk 181 has gotten so far out of reach for everybody, it's not affordable anymore. People are starting. This book has started to skyrocket because of that. Well, because this book has started to skyrocket. Now this book is starting to skyrocket because people can't afford 181s, they can't afford this, so now this is the more affordable choice. Well, guess what?
What?
This book is becoming unaffordable again. It's over 1,000 in the 9.8. The last time I checked, now it's been 3 or 4 weeks, and I have seen a steady decline in prices the last 3 or 4 weeks as well in books in general. So it could be under that, so that's not, hard and fast, but it should be right around $1,000 right now in this condition.
Will the label add value-ish to it, or just kind of like a cool factor?
The one thing, I think it's the cool factor. I've sold every one of these, and I've sold the special labels, and I've sold them within 2 weeks of getting them every time. So that's been a big motivating factor in me getting the special labels. I try to use the ones that coincide with each other. Like you can see that Wolverine's hair is similar, and he's changed from time to time. So I try to use ones from that era. I just sent them a bunch of modern X-Men, and the current X-Men label they have is of this team. So if it has those team members on the label, I'll do that. But I try to make them make sense. Like I'll put a 300 in a Venom label because that's the first appearance of Venom. So stuff like that. So I'm having fun with it. And like I said, usually when I put them up on the wall, they sell right away. And I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade. I've got a Wolverine 188 in my collection at a 9.8, but it doesn't have a special label, and I like that they coincide, so I'm going to keep this one. It's not the other one. So, all right, guys, Dee will be back in just a second with some information, and as always, thanks for watching.
Hey allies, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Hit the like and subscribe button to help us grow. Follow us on TikTok at Alliance Comics, Toys, and Games. Pretty much everything cool that comes in the store will end up on our TikTok, and it will eventually end up on our eBay at Alliance CTG. Follow us on Facebook. We have Facebook Live sales almost every Thursday night. And last but not least, follow us on Instagram for any updates. Thanks for watching. Bye!